we are live tonight from the Outer Rim in what is another gorgeous night here. And guys, we're back with some what are we calling this thing? Rogue Actions, ESPN. What are we calling this, Cubs?
ESP Swugga.
ESP Swugga. ESP. All right,
we got these topics to talk about right here. All right.
Yeah, we got topics for you guys, and man, we're glad you could join us. It was my New Year's resolution, Cubs, to make more video content.
Yeah.
So here we are. We are back in action, making some video content, and I'm back with my old friend Cubs. Thank you for coming back by the hall, man. It's been a while.
Dude, more than anything, I am just so happy to be making videos with you. I was telling Urza before, I was like, we got this little bromance thing going on, right? And I was like, we were made to make movies together, Urza. You and me, we were meant to be joined in holy, I don't know, video making.
Yes. All right, man. Are you ready to dive into these topics? So you guys that are new here, we have 3 topics on my channel, 3 topics on Cubs' channel. So if you want the whole video, you got to go subscribe to both of us and get all the action.
Both of us.
Cubs?
Do it.
All right, here we go. 2020 wish list. Now, Cubs, what are you thinking about for this year? We've just done Grand Galactic Republic. Sorry, it took me a while to get that out.
Are you doing
Galactic
okay over
Republic. We just did Galactic Republic. We just did. We're doing the Rise of Skywalker right now. And then what are we expecting to see in 2020, man?
So there's so much, and it's hard. We get ahead of ourselves. I made a video about this with Arnold. 2 videos, actually. We talked about all the characters we want and all of the game modes we want added to the game. And you just start dreaming. It's like so many things. But then if you look back at 2019, it's like, all right, let's be realistic here. Because we didn't get much in 2019. So more than anything, I think if I could pick one thing that I want in 2020, I want something new and original to come to this game. Something like we haven't had before. So I think we're definitely going to get a new raid. I think that's been stated. So I'm excited about that. But I want something other than that. Like, let's do the new raid. Yes, let's have it be ships, Death Star. I don't know. Whatever you guys want, let's do it. But I want something new, something original, something we haven't seen before, something like sandbox mode, something like live PvP, something different that is fun and engaging and has evergreen potential that we can continue to enjoy for a long time.
Now, we're both former Game Changers. They talked to us a long time ago about Game Changers, former Game Changers, and they talked to us a long time ago about a vehicle mode. That was probably over a year ago. They talked to us about that, and then nothing that they mentioned it in a Q&A. I want to say, do we foresee vehicles coming in 2020?
So, okay, if we look at ships here, like ships is to me the least exciting game mode in all of Galaxy of Heroes. I mean, I'm sitting at rank 72. I do not give a shit if I'm sitting at rank 72. I don't care because I don't enjoy this game mode. And so to me, I am nervous about them doing vehicles because I worry it'll just turn into another ships. However, I think that there's a lot to learn from ships that the devs probably learned, and you kind of see some of that here with like the Vulture Droid being a crewless ship. We've had a lot of, in fact, I think the last several ships have been crewless. And so I think that's a big improvement on ships, in my opinion, because one of the biggest problems with the game mode is the farming with it. So I would say I'm cautiously optimistic about vehicles. I just hope that it doesn't turn into ships.
Also, here's what I'll say. They do not need another game mode like just the basic character game that we play and then the ship game, where it's just it's the same thing, just with different skins and different abilities. Yeah, and it's it's a different kind of meta, I guess. But if they're going to do a vehicle mode, make it something totally different. Maybe it's on a grid. Maybe you're making deployments. Maybe it's some sort of hybrid between territory battles and, or TW. I don't know. It just make it different. Don't make it a turn-based. You can make it turn-based. I mean, this is a turn-based game. Let's be real here. But make it so it's not exactly like ships and just the character squad arena type setup. It's just, they've done that. Let's do something different.
Yeah, I think for me, I think that's a really good point, and I'd add to it, have like new currency with it, new progressions. They kind of did that with ships, but then they also tied it to character gear and stuff. And so I would want it to be its own separate thing, so it doesn't interfere with it, because there's so much to farm in this game. I mean, my priorities, Urza. My priorities are. I've just been, and as a newly born free to play player, there's so much in here that I need. I'm always behind, and having ships added to this just makes it so overwhelming. So
yeah.
All right, should we talk about topic 2?
Yeah. So topic 2, we're going to transition here. We're going to talk about the Mandalorian, because I think, Cubs, we are both Mandalorian guys. I just saw Rise of Skywalker again for the second time tonight. Great. I actually enjoyed it a lot more the second time around. But Mandalorian is my jam, man. I don't know how you come out on the 2.
This is all we need, all right? We just need a very young version of this guy. Very young. You see him in the top corner, preferably with his cup. Oh, man. So here's how I feel about Mandalorian content. Never in the history of this game has there been a more obvious, easy cash grab waiting for CG to take advantage of. Right. Everybody loves this stuff. Everybody loves it. The Mandalorian is a slam dunk for them. I think we need a full Mandalorian faction.
Yeah, I mean, so to think about it, we could actually have the Imperial faction, and we could have like a bounty hunter faction. We could have just like the core Mandalorian characters, so Grief Karga, Cara Dune,
and the Mandalorian, and we need the Mandalorian. Yeah, I mean, look, we had Rebels, right? We had all of these characters from Rebels, all of them. Mm-hmm. Why can't we just have the same amount? I mean, because when I talked about this with Arnold too, we were talking about all the Mandalorian characters we want, and we built like 6 or 7 characters that we want from that show. There's just so many good. I mean, I don't want to jip anyone. I want IG-11. I want Queel. I want the Mandalorian. I want Baby Yoda. I need Baby Yoda. Cara Dune. That's 5 right there, and then there's others. So, and there's Moff Gideon. There's Grief Karga. Yeah. There's so much. So, we need it.
Yeah. I totally agree, man, and I would love to see like an Imperial faction as well. I mean, just think about it. They have that Flame Trooper. I mean, they've never done a Flame Trooper. We've got burning in this game for years now, and come on, they never did it with First Order. Like this would be a great opportunity. I don't know, man. The money's on the table, and if they don't go after it, I mean, most guys I think prefer Mandalorian to the new stuff, the sequel trilogy. So.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. You got people on both sides of the fence. Some people prefer the Mandalorian. Some people prefer, other stuff, or maybe they don't like other stuff, but they do like the Mandalorian. But everybody likes the Mandalorian. Even people who aren't Star Wars fans like the Mandalorian. My mother-in-law likes the Mandalorian. She's not a Star Wars fan. She went to Rise of Skywalker, and her first question was, "Where was Baby Yoda?"
My wife walked in, and I had Baby Yoda on the bottom of my stream, and he was just around the little fireworks for New Year's.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, Baby Yoda." And I'm like, "You don't even like Star Wars."
Everybody likes Baby Yoda. It's just like there's nobody who doesn't. Yeah. All right. Should we move on to topic 3 for you?
Yeah, let's do it. It is Rise of Skywalker content. Same kind of style of conversation here. Again, I just mentioned that I saw it with my kids tonight. Enjoyed it more the second time around. Yeah. Cubs, we have 3 characters in the game currently, and with a new version of Kylo and Rey on the way. So that takes us to 5. I believe the number they said was 11 from Rise of Skywalker. So that leaves us with about 6 characters coming to the game from Rise. What do you think? Who do you think they are?
6 more characters, yeah. So
6 more.
Hux and Sith Trooper, and I feel like Hux is a character we wanted for a long time, but then after watching Rise of Skywalker, I mean, plug your ears if you don't want moderate spoilers right now, but just like, who cares about this guy now? Like, I don't know. Sith Trooper is very cool, but I think Sith Trooper in particular makes me really excited and optimistic that we are going to get a new version of this bad boy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's definitely in the cards for sure, man. And maybe it's the decrepit version where he's like, all tore up. Or he plays like maybe a support role, or is it maybe he's like a support leader,
or is it the Red Velvet?
Red Velvet, like I am the man again.
Yeah, so playable character. I think we need the second one. I think there's more he could do. Although the first one could be really cool. You could have kind of like a Nihilus life drain mechanic to go with it. I don't think it needs to be passive character, because he like literally sucked the life out of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so here's a wild idea. So the dyad and the Force, are we going to see Kylo and Rey. Are we going to see Ben Solo with the blue lightsaber instead?
See, this is the thing. So if you look at the journey guide,
he's got the helmet, doesn't he?
It's pretty clear that he's got the helmet right here. Now the question is this concept art for the character, or is this just what they're using? Because they did say they are not revealing the name because it's a spoiler. And so this character here, there's no spoilers in his name, right? This is Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Ren, whatever we want to call him. Ben Solo, that's where that's like, okay, that's kind of big news. If we had a blue lightsaber Ben Solo, I would lose my mind.
They got to do that, man. Because I watched that. I say he's the best part of that movie.
Oh my gosh.
Him and our guy
so
Babu
many
Frick.
chills. So many
Babu
chills.
Frick.
You want some Babu?
I want some Babu Frick. I know you got
it. You know I got Babu ready for you. You know I've got it.
You had it. Yeah, you know, man, he's the best part of that, in my opinion, the whole sequel trilogy. But could you imagine like the Rey and Kylo tandem, and maybe that's an arena meta waiting to happen right there. Ben Solo, blue lightsabers.
Yeah, it's too good. I'm not sure if it's going to be that way, though. I mean, setting up that way, I mean, would you use the First Order to unlock him still, but it'd still be a light side character? I don't know. Like, my gut says we're probably not going to have what we want. We're probably going to get this, is what my gut says. But I hope, I really hope that we get something different. Also, I'm curious to see what Rey's name is going to be, if it's what she said at the end of the film, or if it's going to be the big revelation about her. That's something I'm curious about. So anyway.
Okay. Well, brother, we got 3 more topics to head on over to Cubs channel if you guys want to tune in for that. Do appreciate that. Guys, hit the like and subscribe button if you had some fun. And Cubs, any shouting words for the
dude,
throw in?
All I want to say is the hall. Okay, come with me right now. I love you guys. What you got going on in the hall is just every time I pop in there, I was telling Urza before the stream, I'm just like, I saw he got this massive donation. Every time somebody tells me about it, I'm just like, you know what? He freaking deserves that crap. Like everything you do on the streams, the intros and everything, I just love it. So I just want to say, Cubs Fan Han is a member of the hall. I am a supporter, a believer, a worshiper, whatever you want to. I'm a fan. I'm a groupie, fangirl.
You're part of the hall.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's. I love what you got going, man. I think it's the best live show in Galaxy of Heroes.
All right, guys, get to your ship safely. I'm issuing the evacuation. Good night from the Outer Rim, everyone.